Before the Formula Ford 1600 feature race even started, it is big drama for Fionn Murray. The big question now, will he race?
We have all the parts. I got parts when I got the car.
What happened to you?
Just trying too hard. One of those things. You're on the limit the whole time.
Owen Hayes has already won the B race yesterday, but now it's the big boys in the Formula Ford A race. And Fionn Murray dives into the lead from pole position. We're aboard Bill Griffin's Crosley. Up around Windmill, and Griffin is in an excellent 4th place. As we go down Seaton Place, it's Murray from McGall, Edgar, and then our camera car, Bill Griffin, the white Crosley with the yellow stripes. Down now towards Paddock, and holding on to our position. In fact, in 3rd, but getting a little bit sideways there. Up past the start-finish line, up through the gears, up into 4th, well over the ton now as we head towards turn 1. And that's Alistair Johnson sneaking past. Keeping cool. Up through this tricky section, adverse camber at Windmill. Johnson going a little bit wide that time, but seeming to have the speed in the straight line in the Mondial. There's Johnson just ahead of us, and right at our tail we have Edgar. And making its way up through the field, we have Dennis Sheehan. But it's Murray from McGall, then Alistair Johnston, then Bill Griffin with our camera on board, and then Edgar. Fionn Murray is really trying at Seatown. Still McGall in 2nd place. And there's Alistair Johnson and, in fact, Michael Mulligan going into the barrier. That's the end of his race. Back down at Paddock, we run wide. Edgar gets through. Michael Edgar, the young driver from the north of Ireland. And here we see Johnston in 2nd place with Edgar now on his tail. And once again, we're taken at Paddock Bay, and that time it was by Dennis Sheehan who's moving up rapidly. And look at this, Michael Edgar challenging young Alistair Johnston. Dennis Sheehan is now 5th, and we're in 6th place, but Johnston overcooks it at Seatown. He's lost a tremendous 3rd place, and he must now frustratedly watch as the field goes by. Dennis Sheehan moves up another place, now into 3rd. And Sheehan in Daly's car, Vivian Daly, who couldn't start due to an injury. But the battle behind, Edgar still in 5th place, and Sheehan overcooking it, very nearly overcooking it at Paddock, but he holds on. And look at this battle now for 3rd place. Michael Edgar on the outside. Our camera car just in behind there, and there's Donald Griffin sneaking in on the inside. We're back to 7th. We're in trouble. And that's the reason, the engine's smoking. Meanwhile, Fionn Murray, as exciting to watch as ever out front. Here's another good battle, further down the field. Cliff Dempsey leads Morris Dunn, the recovering Alistair Johnson, and Derek M. Daly. Johnson hitting Morris Dunn, the veteran now in Formula Ford. But there's no doubt about the leader. Lap 14, and Murray's still trying. Dennis McGall gets a little closer. And here's the 3rd place battle still raging as Michael Edgar gets very crossed up that time. We're now on the last lap, and just look at the lead that Murray and McGall have over the rest. It's the full length of the start-finish straight before this 3rd place battle comes into sight. And an excellent drive indeed by Dennis Sheehan in his borrowed car from Vivian Daly. Michael Edgar still trying, then a new 4th place, 5th place man is Donald Griffin, then Bill Griffin, and then that tremendous battle being led by Cliff Dempsey, finishing off the Formula field as they stream round the course for the last time. At Seaton, still Murray, very late under the braking. Dennis McGall in 2nd place, and that's the way it is to the flag. A fairy tale win for Fionn Murray. Fionn, well, from what looked like tragedy to triumph, you must have had a very busy time rebuilding it.
Yes, I'd made a bad mistake in practice. I was just trying too hard. It was a lot of pressure. Went a little bit too fast, wiped 2 corners off the car. It was total panic putting the car back together. It was just got it done on time.
The GT
The weather for the Semperit Formula Ford 1600 race is as bad as it possibly can be. Colin Lees has the inside line, Fionn Murray is on the outside, and Arnie Black has the new Crossley in third place. Then it's Griffin, Daly, McKenna and McGall. At the end of the first lap, Lees and Murray are clear and very close. Finn nearly overcooks it in the first National Reynard. Black is third, Griffin fourth, but McKenna's Reynard has slipped ahead of Vivian Daly's similar car. Lap 3 at Dublin Corner, and Lees is determined to keep Finn Murray out. It's brave stuff in these conditions. Lap 4 at Ratra, and no change with the Mondial still leading. 2 laps later comes a mighty effort from the Sligo man. This time he's in the right place, down the inside. Arnie Black, in his first 1600 race of the year, is still third in the new Crossley. But it's Mountjoy Corner on the same lap that finally seals Murray's fate, as Colin Lees overshoots. Murray, now with a more secure lead, nearly throws it all away at Ratra. But he's so far ahead of Lees, he can afford to squander the time. So Murray gets 5 wins out of 6 races in his best season to date.
The Wright family from County Down dominate the front row of the Golden Pages Formula Ford 2000 race, with son David, number 2, on pole position. Dickie Curran makes a big bid down the outside to split the Reynards of the Wrights. Fallon is next, then Robert Thompson, and then the pack. At Mountjoy, it's still David Wright from Father Leslie, but PJ Fallon is up to 3rd place. Dickie Curran is 4th, Colin Lees 5th from the back of the grid, then the Thompson brothers. Skipping ahead to lap 8, and it's still the Wrights from Fallon, but Lees forces his way into 4th ahead of Curran. Again, the Maharafelt driver is having a tremendous day at Phoenix Park, which is more than can be said for PJ Fallon, who arrives at Ratra backwards. As we see in the replay, the damage was done in the kink, but fortunately the Dubliner and his car are undamaged, which is sadly more than can be said for a more serious incident at the chicane. As the first 3 file through, they pass Robert Thompson's stranded Reynard. The Dromore driver has hit the chicane heavily, and the medical team wisely don't want to move him until everything has been checked. Although he will be hospitalized, his injuries are less serious than first feared.